Let's talk about Patchy Mix. He had the fight tonight at UFC 320, and it does not go his way, losing a split decision here, and Mix coming in at a minus 350 favorite. Whether you thought he won this fight or not, I actually did think he won this fight. This was not a good performance from Patchy Mix. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know if it was the layoff coming into the UFC. I don't know what the deal is, but Patchy Mix does not look like the guy that won the Bellator title a couple of years ago. And now he's 0-2 in the UFC. And the big question is, where does Patchy Mix go from here? What does UFC think of him at this point? Because I kind of thought this matchup was made as a way to kind of like, you know, hide Patchy Mix from the fact that he lost his last fight. Like, they put this on the prelims, and this was a fight that wasn't really getting a lot of attention. And I think this was by design to just, you know, kind of, you know, tell people, oh yeah, Patchy Mix got a win here. And now he's 0-2 in the UFC, so I really don't know what's going to happen. You know, full marks to his opponent here, Jacob, who went in there, got the win, took care of business, was counted out by a lot of people. Again, plus 280 underdog, and he goes in there and gets it done. And if we look at these stats, it kind of does back up that Mix should have won this fight. You know, Jacob did have 46 significant strikes out of 83, so he got him there. Mix, though, 5 takedowns throughout the fight, 71% takedown accuracy. And you look at the rounds here, I guess the significant strikes do favor Jacob in round 2 and round 1. I thought Mix clearly won round 3, and that is backed up by the 77%, you know, striking, you know, stats there that do favor Mix there. And if you look on MMAdecisions.com, the media scorecards, majority of media did feel like Mix won the fight. It was 29-28 either way. I don't think this was a robbery. I don't think this was one of the worst fights that you could score. But I really think that regardless of if Mix had won this fight, I still think it's really disappointing for him. I mean, this was a guy that, you know, felt, and a lot of people felt as well, that this was going to be a challenge to Merab Dvalishvili. I mean, by all accounts, if Mix had won his last fight and done what a lot of people thought he was going to do, he could be fighting Merab tonight. And now he's not. He's in the situation where he's on the prelims, and he's, like I said, kind of getting buried here, and he loses this fight. So I've heard some people say that Patchy Mix is going to get cut. I don't think the UFC is going to do that. Keep in mind who his manager is as well. Ali's got a good relationship with the UFC. I don't think that Mix is going to, you know, the leash is going to be let off here, but it really, you know, sets things back a bit. And he's 32. It's not even a case of like, okay, maybe this is an older fighter who's on a decline. Like, this just wasn't a good performance. So I think for Patchy Mix, obviously step down in competition. I mean, this was supposed to be that, but he really needs to go back to the drawing board here, maybe switch some things up. But it's just crazy to me that, you know, in 2025, we're talking about Patchy Mix going 0-2 in the UFC. I do think he underestimated Mario Batista in that last fight, and I think that did play into, you know, him losing. Not to say that if he, you know, hadn't, he wouldn't have won. I think Mario Batista is criminally underrated in the weight class. In fact, I think that fight with Umar Nurmagomedov is going to be really interesting in a few weeks. But nonetheless, yeah, this is right up there. Someone was asking me about, you know, Bellator, you know, fighters that have come over and been more disappointing. I want to remind people that Will Brooks, I think, went 0-3 in the UFC. So technically he's did a little bit worse. But yeah, it's right up there though. I can't think of another Bellator champion coming over and having such little success so far. So yeah, this is, you know, again, there's a lot more. At the time I'm recording this, we've got Cleo Roundtree and Yuri Prohaska going on right now. I'm going to watch that in 1 second here, but I just wanted to throw this out to you guys. Like, where do you think Mix goes from here? Like, like I said, I don't think the UFC is going to cut him, but I also think, like, you know, he's got to figure it out, or he's going to be on a short leash here. So yeah, just really disappointing fight for Patchy Mix. And like I said, it's not even so much that he lost the decision, because had he won, I think we'd be having a similar conversation here about how, you know, he didn't look that great in this fight. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about Patchy Mix? What does his future hold? Curious to get your guys' opinion on this. But yeah, big setback here for Patchy Mix as he loses. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @Lynch on Sports. My name is James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.